Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the aim of the game is to score as few points as you can. And to do that, you need to come up with the answers that no one else could think of. Let's meet today's players. Now, first up, we welcome Neil and Sinead. Now, how do you two know each other, Neil?
We went to school together. We actually met on the first day of school, secondary school.
First day of school. Yeah. And you've been friends ever since?
Yep. 20 years.
20 years. Where are you from, Sinead?
We're from Belfast.
I thought you might have been. So what do you hope is going to come up today on Pointless?
I'm hoping for a bit of geography, science, nature, books. Sci-fi books would probably be my best one, but I'm hoping for maybe Booker Prize winners or something like that.
OK, very good. Sinead, how about you?
I'm hoping for none of those things, except for books.
Very good. Oh, you're going to be quite a good pair, I think. Well, very, very best of luck to you, Neil. Sinead, lovely to have you here. And next, we welcome Carol and Matt. How do you two know each other, Carol?
This is my son, Matthew.
And Matthew, where are you from?
From Wolverhampton.
From Wolverhampton. What do you do there, Matt?
I'm a primary school teacher.
Ah, primary school teachers. Always do well on Pointless. Yes. And what do you like to get up to when you're not doing that, Matt?
I like to go to the gym. I also like most sports, in particular wrestling.
Really?
Yeah.
OK, good stuff. Now, Carol, how about you? What do you do?
I'm a specialist nurse in Wolverhampton.
A specialist nurse?
Infection prevention.
Very good.
Lots of hand washing.
Very good indeed. What do you like to get up to when you're not doing that, Carol?
When I'm not at work, I like gardening, I like badminton, and I love football. I'm a big fan of Manchester United.
Well, best of luck to you, Carol and Matt. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Next, we welcome Jay and Hannah. Now, how do you two know each other?
We've been friends for the best and probably worst parts of about 7 years now.
Worse?
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that the natural life cycle of a friendship is about 7 years, so this might be our swan song.
We think Pointless will be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Probably.
Hannah, where are you from?
I'm from Leicestershire. Yeah, just moved back because I've just graduated at the university. So.
Right, you are. And what was your degree?
It was a BA in law.
Right,
yes.
OK. Jay, how about you?
I graduated recently as well from an MSc, a master's, because I didn't want to finish university, and now I'm a civil servant.
OK, very good. I'm not going to ask any further.
Yeah.
Spy. Hannah, what would you like to see come up?
Anything to do with South Africa would be great. Or penguins, quite good at those.
Jay, anything you're hoping doesn't come up?
Anything that's not superficial, like pop music or... Give me anything about the Spice Girls, I'll be fine. Anything about what happened, when it happened, and who did it, not so good.
Jay and Hannah, a warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. And finally, we welcome back Rob and Callum, who were on the show last time, the heroes of the last show in many, many ways. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final. This is your second and final chance. Our youngest ever contestants on Pointless, apart from anything else. And Rob and Callum, remind us how you know each other.
Well, we're friends at college, so we've just finished and we decided over summer we might as well apply for Pointless and have a go.
Well, and have a go you did. Callum, remind us what happened last time.
By having a go, failing epically. Never watched EastEnders in my life, and I guess that Heather Trott was played by Barbara Windsor. Much to the other audience's amusement, too.
Rob, I'm particularly enjoying your... Is that like a shooting shirt?
I've no idea. I just walked into a shop and thought, oh, that's like a Pointless.
It's good. Or maybe for a new parent, be quite a useful patch there. Rob, what do you hope is going to come up today? We have high hopes for you today. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but I have a feeling you might be our finalist.
Probably something on either English or politics. Probably UK politics or American politics. Anything else? Probably not.
Callum?
Music, mainly alternative rock. So if there's anything like by Muse or Biffy Clyro, it'd be quite good for me.
OK, very good indeed. Anything you're hoping doesn't come up, Callum?
Well, Soaps isn't going to come up, so I'm glad for that.
No.
Anything on TV or film, isn't it, really?
Not the Spice Girls.
Not the Spice Girls. OK, very good. Well, best of luck, Rob and Callum. It's great to have you back on the show. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show as it goes along. There's only one person left for me to introduce. He has the sound of the Pointless Tower going down to 0 and a massive round of applause as his alarm clock. That's how he starts every day. It's my Pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hiya. How are you? You well?
Yeah, I'm very well.
Excellent. We've only got one returning pair today. That's Callum and Rob, who, as you say, are the youngest people we've ever had on the show, but they were terrific last time. A lot of people talking about the Spice Girls in your little chats. That must be the most they've ever been mentioned. Anyone who sticks around to round 2 might either live to regret or love their love of that sort of music.
OK,
round
cryptic.
2. Ooh. That's actually the alarm clock noise I've got.
That's good.
Every morning I wake up to go, ooh.
An audience, followed by laughter. That's nice.
Yeah. Hey.
Good stuff. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. In order to get to the final round and be in with a chance of winning our jackpot, our contestants need to find the obscure answers our 100 people didn't get. So the fewer of the 100 people who knew the answer, the fewer points you'll all score. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is to find a pointless answer. This is an answer that none of our 100 people knew, and each time that happens, we will give £250 to the jackpot. Now, Susan John won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, in this first round, each of you must give me one answer and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so try and make sure that's not you. OK, our first category today is World Geography. World Geography. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns regions and their modern-day countries. Regions and their modern-day countries. Richard.
Yes, on each pass, we're going to show you the names of 7 well-known areas or regions. You just need to tell us in which country would you find the area or region, please. Give us a nice obscure answer. You're going to score fewer points. Give us an incorrect answer. That'll be 100 points. It's going to be 14 in all to have a go at home. And as always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that is a member of the UN. Very, very best of luck.
OK, thanks very much. Now then, Neil and Sinead, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. So we are looking for the modern-day countries in which these regions are located. And we have got on our first board Brittany, Thessaly, Umbria, Crimea, New England, Kerala, and Eastern Cape. I'll read those all one last time. Brittany, Thessaly, Umbria, Crimea, New England, Kerala, and Eastern Cape. There we are, 7 regions. You need to give me the name of the country of one you think the fewest of our 100 people would have known.
OK. I'm going to go for Crimea and Turkey.
Turkey, says Sinead. Crimea, Turkey. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Ooh. Bad luck, Sinead. I'm sorry, that's an incorrect answer, which means you scored the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry, Richard.
Sorry, Sinead, a brave attempt from that first podium, but I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Now then, Carol.
OK, I think I will go for Umbria, and it will be Italy.
Umbria, Italy, says
Yes, please.
Carol. Umbria, Italy. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people knew that answer. Yes. Is right. 34.
Yeah, well played, Carol. Good start to the show. Yeah, capital is Perugia. Perugia, capital of Umbria.
Jay.
I'm having that awful moment where I know the answer, but I'm doubting myself. I've been there, and my mum's from the country, so I'm pretty sure that Kerala is in India.
Kerala, India, says Jay. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many people said India. Absolutely right. $13. Very well done, Jay. Excellent score.
Yes, the most densely populated state in India. It's very interesting. People, I think, underestimate how hard it is actually to come on this show, because as Jay says, his mum is from there, he's been there, but you still, your brain won't let you allow to think it's a correct answer. It can be very, very tough, especially in this opening round.
Indeed. Now, Rob, you're the last person to have this board. You can talk us through it, if you like.
I was going to go for Kerala, actually, but fortunately got there for me. I think I know where Crimea is, but I'm not going to kind of hazard a guess, because I know the Crimean War was between kind of like Russia and England, so I imagine it'd be somewhere around kind of Russia. Probably going to say, play it safe with New England and USA.
New England, USA, says Rob. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. $62.
Yeah, New England, pretty big score. That's for the 6 states in northeast of the United States. What would you have gone for Crimea, Rob, if you'd had to risk it?
Probably say Mongolia.
It's actually, do you know the answer to this one?
It's Ukraine.
It is Ukraine, absolutely right. Would have scored 5 points. Very well done if you got that at home. Hannah, do you know Eastern Cape?
I do. It's my home away from home, South Africa.
South Africa. Absolutely right. Sorry, it's not on your board. 29, that would have scored you. Brittany is France, of course. Would have scored 75 is the biggest answer up there. And Thessaly, what do you reckon? Greece, absolutely right, 26. So Crimea is the best answer on that board. Well done if you said that.
OK, let's take a look at the scores. We're halfway through the round. Very much the best score on that pass, 13 there from Jay. So Hannah and Jay looking pretty strong at this point. Then up to 34, where we find Carol and Matt. Then up to 62, where we find Rob and Callum. Then I'm afraid up to 100, where we find Sinead and Neil. So Neil, we're going to need some really good low scoring from you in the next pass. We'll have to hope that's enough to keep you in the game. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more regions on the board, and here they are. We have got Baja California, Andalusia, Transylvania, Mato Grosso, Algarve, Cappadocia, and Sarawak. I'll read those all one last time. Baja California, Andalusia, Transylvania, Mato Grosso, Algarve, Cappadocia, and Sarawak. Now remember, we are looking for the modern-day countries in which these regions are found. Callum, you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. Now, the high scorers are still Neil and Sinead on 100. You're on 62. So if you can score 37 or less, you are through to the next round.
I recognise some of them, and no country is coming to mind, and I knew one on the last board. The only thing I can say, and it's because it's got the word California in it, is I'm going to say Baja California is the USA. But it's going to be 100, and I'm going to look like a fool again.
You're not going to look like a fool at all, Callum. Let's see, USA. There is your red line. If you can get below that red line, you are through to the next round. Baja California. Is it in the USA? How many people said it, if it is? Bad luck, Callum. Bad luck. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 162. Mind you, the round is still young. Anything can happen in the next 3 answers. Richard?
Yeah, absolutely right. Unlucky Callum. As I said with Jay, you know what? Sometimes when the board comes up and you're stood up there, it's going to be very, very tough. I'll give the correct answer for that one at the end of the pass. OK, thanks, Richard. Now then, Hannah. The high scorers at the moment are Callum and Rob on 162. You're on 13, which means you are through to the next round anyway. Even if you score 100 points, you won't overtake them.
It's a tough board, and I don't know any of them, apart from one, which could be one or the other. So I'll have to have a guess. But thanks to Jay, it's OK. So I'm going to go Algarve. I'm going to go Portugal.
Portugal, Algarve, says Hannah. Portugal, Algarve. There's no red line for you. You're already through. But let's see how many people said Portugal. Is right. 67. Takes your total up to 80.
Yeah, another big scorer, Algarve, it's in the south of Portugal, bordering onto the Atlantic.
Now then, Matt, you are on 34. The high scorers on 162 are Callum and Rob, and they are out of your reach. You are through to the next round.
OK, board doesn't look too bad. I've been to one of the places, but I don't think that'll be pointless. So I'm going to have another go at Baja California, because I think that's Mexico.
Baja California, says Matt. Mexico. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many people said it. Absolutely right. Eight. Very well done indeed. 8 for Baja California. Takes your total up to 42, Richard.
Yeah, well played, Matt. Good answer. Yeah, it's at the top of Mexico. Actually borders onto California. It's home of the most crossed border in the world, which is at Tijuana, between the United States and Mexico.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now, Neil, moment of truth. The high scorers are Callum and Rob on 162. You're on 100. If you can score 61 or less, you are through to the next round. Talk us through the board.
I know Andalusia is Spain. I think Transylvania is Romania. I think Mato Grosso is either Brazil or Argentina. And I'm assuming Cappadocia is Greece, maybe. And I think Sarawak is either Indonesia or Malaysia. But I need to play it a bit safer, I think, than that. I'm going to go for Transylvania and Romania.
Transylvania, Romania, says Neil. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. There is your red line. Get below that, you are through to the next round. Romania is correct. You've done it. 34. Takes your total up to 134, sees you through to the next round.
Well played, Neil. It was originally part of Hungary, Transylvania, but was ceded to Romania in 1920. Dracula's castle was going to be in Austria in the original drafts of Dracula, but moved to Transylvania. Now, let's fill in the rest of this board. Neil actually took us through it rather well. Andalusia is Spain. You're absolutely right. Would have scored 45. Mato Grosso is Brazil. 2 points that would have scored you. Cappadocia, it's not Greece. That one is Turkey. That would have scored 9. And Sarawak, you're absolutely right. It's Malaysia. And that would have scored 3. So Mato Grosso is the best answer on that board. Well done if you got that.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair who'll be leaving us with their high score of 162, I'm afraid it's Callum and Rob. Oh dear, I'm sorry, Callum. That was a really tough board, that second one. There wasn't really that much in it, but I'm afraid you are the high scorers, so we have to say goodbye to you. But thanks so much for playing. Great contestants, Callum and Rob. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, obviously, there's only going to be room for 2 pairs in our head-to-head round, so one of the teams in front of me now will be leaving us at the end of this round. Carol and Matt, on the strength of that first round, I don't think it's going to be you. Very good answering there. Baja California, particularly, Matt. Well, very, very best of luck to all 3 pairs. Your category for round 2 is bands. It's bands. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many sister acts as they could. Sister acts. Richard.
Yes, we're looking for the name of any band or duo who have had a UK Top 40 hit up to the beginning of May 2012 who have the word sister or sisters in their title, please. So any band or duo who have sister or sisters in their title and have had a UK Top 40 hit. Very best of luck. See how many of these you can get at home as well. There's a few.
OK, thanks very much indeed. Now then, Neil, we are looking for a band with the word sister or sisters in their name who've had a UK Top 40 hit.
I know a couple, but I think I need to take a risk for this round, and I'm going to do Swing Out Sister.
Swing Out Sister, says Neil. Swing Out Sister. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. Eight. Very well done indeed. A great answer. Swing Out Sister.
Yeah, good answer, Neil. Very well played. Probably best known for Breakout. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Do you remember Swing Out Sister? Sort of slightly jazz, poppy trio.
Carol, you're good. Carol. Yeah?
Well, I do know a few. I think I will go back in time, show my age, my seniority, and go for the Beverly Sisters.
The Beverly Sisters says Carol. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said the Beverly Sisters. It's correct. 28. Good answer, Carol.
Good answer, Carol, Joy, Teddy and Babs, the Beverly Sisters. They all had the same birthday, 5th of May.
Weird, isn't it?
2 of them were twins, so that's not weird.
That's less weird.
That's less weird, but the other one also had the same birthday.
And they were sisters?
They were sisters, yeah.
They were real sisters?
Yeah, they were the Beverly Sisters.
I know, but there were bands with brothers in their names that were by no means brothers.
Yeah, like the Righteous Brothers.
Indeed. They're the very ones I'm thinking of.
Swing Out Sister, they were 3 sisters, all called Swing Out. Elaine, Joyce and Deirdre Swing Out.
Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce Swing Out, yeah.
Joyce Swing Out. Worst name anyone's ever had to make up on the spot. Now then, Hannah.
I did just have a mind blank, but something's just come to me, thankfully. I'm going to say Scissor Sisters.
Scissor Sisters, says Hannah. Scissor Sisters. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it, if it is. He's right. 48. 48 for Scissor Sisters.
A safe answer, Hannah. Again, not real sisters. Only one of them's even a woman.
None of them are scissors.
Their biggest hit, I Don't Feel Like Dancing, big #1 hit in 2006.
We're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Now then, Neil and Sinead. This time round, the best score of the past is yours. Lovely low score of 8, then up to 28 where we find Carol and Matt, then up to 48 where we find Hannah and Jay. So you're all on 8s. Hannah and Jay, you are the high scorers. So Jay, we need a really good low-scoring answer from you in the next pass. We have to hope that's enough to keep you in the game. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, so remember, we are looking for any acts with the words sister or sisters in their name who've had a UK top 40 hit. Jay.
I think, from the back of my mind, there is a band that is called Shakespeare's Sister.
Shakespeare's Sister, says Jay. Well, look, you're the high scorers on 48. You're going to have to hope that Shakespeare's Sister exists and is a low-scoring answer. Best of luck. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see. Shakespeare's Sister, is it right? How many people said it? It's right. $17. Not bad. Takes your total up to 65. Could be enough to keep you in the game, Jay.
Yeah, well played, Jay. Their biggest hit was Stay, which is another huge #1 single. That was Siobhan from Bananarama and Marcella Detroit. And they were named after a Smith song, which in turn was named after a Virginia Woolf essay. Unless they named themselves after the Virginia Woolf essay, which is also
just
possible.
cut out the Smiths altogether. Matt.
A couple that others have said I was going to go for. I think I've got an old one as well. Hopefully, listening to the radio with my mum and dad when I was young is going to help this. I think there's a group called the Pointer Sisters.
The Pointer Sisters, says Matt. The Pointer Sisters.
I hope.
The high scorers on 65 are Jay and Hannah. You're on 28, which means you want to be scoring 36 or less. There's your red line. If you get below that red line, you are through to the next round. Pointer Sisters. Is it right? How many people said it, if it is? Very well done, Matt. You're through. 20 it scores. Takes your total up to 48.
Well done, Matt. They had big hits with Jump and I'm So Excited. They were real sisters.
They were. Sinead, the high scorers on 65 are Jay and Hannah. You're on 8. If you can score 56 or less, you go through to the head-to-head.
OK, most of my answers have now gone, but one has just came into my mind. I'm going to go for Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge, says Sinead. Sister Sledge, there is your red line. Get below that, you are through to the head-to-head. Let's see if Sister Sledge is right. Let's see how far down the column it goes. Well done, you've done it. 43. 43 takes your total up to 51.
Yes, Lost in Music, We Are Family, He's the Greatest Dancer, lots of huge hits from Sister Sledge. I had to say very well done to all the teams there. I felt sure at least we get one 100 score there. You picked the top 5 answers off the list here. The only big answers that nobody said, funnily enough, were the Sisters of Mercy, the goth band, would have scored 10, and Twisted Sister, the American heavy metal band, would have scored 10 as well. Apart from that, everything very, very obscure. There's the K Sisters, which would have scored 2, but every single other answer is pointless. Let's take a look at some of them. A lot of these bands are from the late 50s, early 60s, sort of one-hit wonders. The Dale Sisters, the Castro Sisters. I only know one thing about the England Sisters, and that is they are the same group as the Dale Sisters. They just changed their name. Again, a couple of older acts here, Maguire Sisters and the Shepherd Sisters. The most sisterish answer of all, they had a one-hit wonder, Sister to Sister, whose hit was called Sister. So very well done if you said them. And a couple more, Super Sister and the Surprise Sisters.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of round 2, our losing pair with the highest score, it's Jay and Hannah. We will see you again next time, and we'll look forward to that very much. Meanwhile, thanks very much for playing, Jay and Hannah. But for the 2 remaining pairs, things are about to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Congratulations, Carol and Matt, Neil and Sinead. You are now only one round away from the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. OK, you're now going to go head-to-head, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, but the big difference is you are now allowed to confer. Very, very best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here comes your first question, and it concerns TV game shows. TV game shows, Richard.
Yeah, it's going to be a good head-to-head all round this, I think. Good, nice questions and 2 very good pairs there, I think, haven't we? We're going to show you 5 pictures now of classic TV game shows. Can you just identify the game shows, please? Good luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 TV game shows, and here they come. We have got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are, 5 TV game shows. Now then, Carol and Matt, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you go first.
OK. I know 3.
I know A, C, and...
I know B, C, and E.
I think B would be the best answer.
B's the golden shot.
We think we know 4 of them.
OK.
We're going to go for the one that I don't know, because I think it'll be the better answer.
We're going to go for B, which we believe to be the golden shot.
B, the golden shot. B, the golden shot. Now then, Neil and Sinead. You can talk us through the board if you like. Do all your thinking out loud.
We think A is The Price is Right, C is Crystal Maze, D we think is Take Your Pick, and E is Play Your Cards Right. But we think they've chosen the best answer on the board, so...
We'll go for D as Take Your Pick.
Yeah.
OK, D, Take Your Pick. So we have B, the golden shot, and D, Take Your Pick. Now then, Carol and Matt have said B is the golden shot. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. 41. Now, Neil and Sinead, you have said that D is Take Your Pick. Take Your Pick. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said that. Ooh. Ooh, bad luck, Neil and Sinead. Carol and Matt, well done. After one question, you are up 1-0. Richard.
Well played, Carol and Matt. D is the best answer on the board, actually. It's not Take Your Pick. That is Steve Jones, and it's the Pyramid Game. Would have scored you 8 points, so very well done, anyone who got that at home. A would have won you the point as well. What did you say for A?
The Price is Right?
Price is Right.
It's not The Price is Right. It's the Quiz of the Week from Norwich. It is Sale of the Century. That's Nicholas Parsons there. Would have scored you 26 points. C is The Crystal Maze. That's Richard O'Brien, later presented by Edward Tudor Pole. That would have scored 70 points. It's a big score, isn't it? And E is Play Your Cards Right, another big scorer, though. That would have been 67. So The Crystal Maze, the biggest scorer on that board.
Lovely. Marvellous. Here comes your second question. Now then, Neil and Sinead, you need to win this question to stay in the game. Very best of luck. Here it comes. It concerns Apollo 11. Apollo 11, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 clues now to facts about the mission to the moon of Apollo 11. Can you give us the most obscure answer? Good luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 clues to facts about Apollo 11, and here they come. We have got commander of the mission, the year in which all 3 astronauts were born, US president at the time of the mission, the liftoff rocket was named after this planet, and the US state where the mission launched from. I'll read those all one last time. The commander of the mission, the year in which all 3 astronauts were born, the US president at the time of the mission, the liftoff rocket was named after this planet, and the US state where the mission launched from. Now, then, Neil and Sinead, you go first.
And then Saturn. We'll go for the liftoff rocket was named after Saturn, I think.
Saturn, say Neil and Sinead. Saturn. Now then, Carol and Matt, you can take us through the board if you like.
OK, well, commander of the mission, I think, would be Neil Armstrong. Not sure what year they were born.
It's not that moon landing.
Is it not?
No.
No. When is it before?
It's later.
We've got an indecision about which Apollo actually it is, so we're not sure about the date now. So I think we'll play safer and go for the US state where the mission was launched from, and they're usually from Texas, so I think I'm going to go for that.
You're going to say Texas.
It
Okay.
might be wrong.
Texas, the US state where mission was launched from. So we have Saturn versus Texas. Neil and Sinead, you said Saturn was the name of the liftoff rocket. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Saturn. Absolutely right. $17. Lovely low score there. Carol and Matt, you've said Texas is the US state where the mission was launched from. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Texas. Bad luck, Carol and Matt. Very well done, Neil and Sinead. That's what you had to do. After 2 questions, you're back in the game. It's 1-1.
Yeah, mission controlled, of course, in Texas. Houston, we have a problem and all that stuff. But it actually launched from Cape Kennedy in Florida. So, and that would have scored you 45 points, so it wouldn't have won you the point. Yeah, Saturn V, of course, being the rockets. That's a very good answer. The commander of the mission was Neil Armstrong. Would have scored 16 points. First man to walk on the moon. Do you know the first man to urinate on the moon? Buzz Aldrin. He's thinking, I've got to do something.
How did you do? I thought they had to wear spacesuits.
Well, he didn't go behind a bush.
Oh, I see. He did it in his spacesuit.
Yeah.
I think he might have written Buzz on the moon dust. Now, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool. All the astronauts were born in 1930. 2 points that would have scored you. All 3 of them achieved that extraordinary event younger than we are now. Your father, Neil Armstrong, by the time he was your age, had walked on the moon and come back. And the US president at the time of the mission, that was Richard Nixon. Of course, that would have scored 23. So the year they were born is the best answer there. That'd be a terrific answer if anyone got that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So here comes your third question, the decider. Whoever wins this question goes through to the final and plays for our jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. It concerns the 1997 general election. The 1997 general election, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the names of 5 MPs now who were first elected to Parliament in the 1997 general election. We're only going to show you the first and last letters of their first and surnames. Can you pick the most obscure of these? Very best of luck, both teams.
OK, let's reveal our 5 MPs elected in that year, and here they are. O blank 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 R L blank 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 N, Conservative, West Dorset. C blank 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 S, C blank 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 E, Labour, Norwich South. M blank 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 N, B blank blank L, Independent, Tatton. J blank 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 I, S blank blank blanks H, Labour, Redditch. V blank 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 E, C blank 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 E, Liberal Democrat, Twickenham. I'm going to read those all again without the blanks. O blank R, L blank N, Conservative, West Dorset. C blank S, C blank E, Labour, Norwich South. M blank N, B blank L, Independent, Tatton. J blank I, S blank H, Labour, Redditch. V blank E, C blank E, Liberal Democrat, Twickenham. There we are. Now then, Carol and Matt, you go first this time.
Do you know the second one? Oh, okay. Martin Bell. He was independent and vindicated. I think I know 4. I think I'm going to go for the top one, which is, I believe, Oliver Letwin.
Oliver Letwin, you're going to say Oliver Letwin at the top. Now then, Neil and Sinead, which one do you want to go for? Talk us through the board, if you like.
OK, we think we know all 5. Our first pick is gone now. We think the second one is Charles Clarke. The third one, Martin Bell, Jackie Smith and Vince Cable.
Which would be the most obscure?
I think from that, Charles Clarke.
OK, you're going to go with Charles Clarke. So we have Oliver Letwin versus Charles Clarke. Carol and Matt said Oliver Letwin. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. Oliver Letwin. He's right. $12 for Oliver Letwin. Neil and Sinead have gone for Charles Clarke. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said Charles Clarke. It's right. Oh, you've done it. Very well done indeed. 6 for Charles Clark. Very well done, which means after 3 questions, Neil and Sinead are through to the final 2-1.
Well played, both teams there. Terrific head-to-head. There is actually one answer that would have beaten both of those, and that's Jackie Smith, which would have only scored you 4 points. Martin Bell would have scored you 15, and the biggest answer on the board by some way, actually, Vince Cable, and he would have scored 47 points. But 2 very good answers. Well played, both teams.
There we are. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So our losing pair at the end of the head-to-head is Carol and Matt. Some very, very good answering there. Texas, you were unlucky there. You were thinking Houston, weren't you?
Yeah, my mum said Florida. We got kind of mixed up with the Apollo missions. I thought Neil Armstrong would be a lot higher, to be honest with you, so...
Well, maybe our 100 got mixed up as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Every chance they might have done. Anyway, it's been great having you on the show. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time. But you've done so well throughout the show. Low scorers in every round. I'm sure you'll come back and do just as well, if not better, next time. Anyway, meantime, thanks very much for playing. Carol and Matt.
Good luck.
But for Neil and Sinead, it's now time for our pointless final. Well, congratulations, Neil and Sinead. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. Well, there we are. Very exciting head-to-head there. You came from 1-0 down to win 2-1. Very impressive. Did you ever think you were going to make it all the way through to the final in your first pointless appearance?
No, we're pretty pleased.
Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Very good. Of course, you started with a high score of 100, very first as you came out of the traps there. Well, very, very best of luck. The rules are simple. To win the money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. We haven't had any pointless answers on the show today. You only have to find one now, and you will leave here with that jackpot. First, though, you've got to choose a category, and you have a choice of 5 options. They are Katie Price, European theatre, country music stars, sporting runners-up, and classic literature.
Not Kitty Price.
And not country music stars
Or
or European theatre.
Yeah, you're really good at sports and all that.
I think-
And then classic literature.
I think we'd both be good at classic literature.
But are they not? It's not really... Will we do that?
Let's go for classic literature.
Go for classic literature.
OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many works by William Golding as they could. Works by William Golding. Richard.
Yes, we're looking for the title of any published works by William Golding, please, not including his radio plays. When it comes to collections of short stories, we're looking for the name of their collection rather than the names of the individual short stories. And where he has published books in trilogies, we're looking for the names of individual books, not the names of the trilogy. So we wouldn't accept the To the Ends of the Earth trilogy, for example. Very, very best of luck.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. And all you need to win that £1,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready? OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, I know Lord of the Flies.
OK, Lord of the Flies is the only thing I know. Do you know anything else that he's put together?
No.
Think of anything we did in school. That Lord of the Flies would have been the
did it
only
in
thing.
school. We'll have to think of something like Brothers and Sisters or...
Brothers in Arms or something like that.
That's Ernest Hemingway.
Is that
Yeah.
Hemingway? Any other author about this?
Brothers in Arms, The Island, maybe, or something like that, and Lord of the Flies.
Did he write any movies or direct anything or anything that would have been an
Sorry, I've got
adaptation?
28 seconds. Think of famous movies, yeah, that might be a way to go.
On the
Castle or something like that, maybe one-word answers or something like
Yeah, The Runaway, something like that. I'm trying to think of other famous
that.
books.
Okay, Lord of the Flies.
Brothers in
Castle.
Arms.
10 seconds left.
The Runaway.
The Runaway.
Runaway. Okay.
Yeah.
OK, if you come up with your 3 answers, we'll stop the clock. We were looking for works by William Golding. I now need to know what your 3 answers are.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
The Castle. And
Castle.
And The Runaway.
And Runaway.
Yeah.
OK, there we are. 3 answers. Of those 3, I think I know which one is probably your best shot at a pointless answer. Lord of the Flies, we'll put that last. Of the other 2, which one do you want to put first?
The Castle.
The Castle. OK, let's put those up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got The Castle, Runaway, and Lord of the Flies. OK, so we were looking for works by William Golding. The Castle was your first answer. Remember, you only have to find one pointless answer to win that jackpot of £1,000. The castle. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see if anyone said it. The castle. No bad luck. I think you'd been quite surprised if that had started going down. But there we are. Unfortunately, not a pointless answer, which means you only have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. Just in case you were to win that £1,000, Neil, what would you do with it?
I think I'd go on a big holiday and just put it towards that. Spain or something.
Sinead?
I'm getting married next year, so the money would come in handy for going towards our wedding.
Oh, many congratulations. Let's just hope one of your 2 remaining answers might win that jackpot for you. OK, we are looking for works by William Golding. Let's hope nobody said your next answer, Runaway. It has to be correct, obviously, then it has to be pointless for you to win that £1,000. But let's just see. Did anyone say Runaway? Is it right? No bad luck. OK, so your last chance. Everything is riding, as I think you knew it probably would, on Lord of the Flies. We're looking for works by William Golding. This is your 3rd and final answer. Let's see, Lord of the Flies. I think we know it's right. Let's just see how many people said it. Well, it's still going down. If this goes all the way down to 0, ooh, 52. Well, unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, but you do still get to take home our pointless trophy, so very, very well done for that. So, Richard.
Yeah, that was a very tough jackpot category. You played terrifically well all the way through. Our 100 seemed to have done spectacularly well as well. There's only 4 pointless answers. Even ones like the brass butterfly, the double tongue, all of those scoring points. So if you said any of those, well done, but not a pointless answer. There are only 4, and very well done to anybody who got any of these. An Egyptian journal, which is a journey he and his wife took up the Nile in 1984, and published a journal of that. Poems, which is a collection of poems that he published more than 20 years before Lord of the Flies. The Anglo-Saxon, and finally, The Hot Gates and Other Occasional Pieces, which is collected journalism and short essays. I'm going to say if anybody got any of those at home, very, very well done. It's very impressive.
Well, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, Neil and Sinead, but it's been wonderful having you both on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Great contestants. Well, Neil and Sinead didn't win our jackpot today, which means it rolls over onto the next show when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.